There are many ways of organizing the drawing set. Grouping the sheet numbers into chapters is the most common way. 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, etc. This numbering system is creating buckets of categories based on the content and the scale of drawings. Typically, as the sheet number gets bigger, so as the drawings themselves. You want to put building plans into 100 series. You want to put building elevations into 200 series. You want to put details into 700 series, so on and so forth. But don't get caught up with the numbering system. Every office has its own they follow, and it doesn't matter if you choose to use 300 series for building elevations instead of 200 series. What matters is carefully grouping the drawings based on the content and the scale of the drawings, based on the information and the level of detail they show. So, for the purpose of our discussion, we'll mainly focus on the 200, 250, 500, and 700 series, all of which we'll discuss more in detail. Okay, basically, the name of the game we are playing is called Divide and Conquer. We take the entire building, break it down into smaller and smaller parts. I find it the best way to visualize this is to think about the building as a massive tree diagram, one big branch for each curtain wall type. At each level, we are communicating a different level of information. But there's also a point comes where the architect's contractual obligation stops. Contracts define these limits. For example, architects don't design the curtain wall anchors. Architects define how it should perform, but it is contractors' responsibility to choose a proper system. So architects call their final set of drawings for construction, but it's a very misleading term. The architects provides the design intent, and the contractors decides on the means and methods. So the bottom line is curtain walls don't get built based on architects' drawings. Architects only make suggestions to achieve a certain aesthetic, to meet building code requirements, to meet project performance criteria. But it is ultimately contractors' job to decide on the suitable means and methods. Recognize that it is a very important distinction.